What's up, everyone? Today, we are going to do something absolutely insane. Most people know about the pyramids or the Serengeti, but we're going to a place most YouTubers have never been to, the Republic of the Congo. And I'm not just going there. I'm taking you to the 10 most hidden, most insane, most mind-blowing locations that you won't find in any travel guide. We're talking about everything from thundering waterfalls that nobody films, to secret beaches, and even a lake with a literal dinosaur legend. This is going to be one of the craziest adventure videos we have ever made, and you are not going to want to miss a single second of this epic journey. I've spent thousands of dollars and weeks of planning to uncover these spots, and I promise you, what you're about to see will completely change how you see this part of the world. We're going to see some of the rarest animals on the planet, landscapes that look like they're from another world, and meet the amazing people who call this place home. I've hidden little Easter eggs throughout the video, and if you can spot them all, you're a legend. So pay close attention to every single detail. And because you guys are the best subscribers on the planet, I've got a challenge for you at the end. I've prepared a fun quiz based on the incredible places we're about to visit. If you can answer the questions correctly in the comments, you'll prove you're a true adventurer. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and get ready to discover the 10 most amazing hidden gems in the Republic of the Congo. Let's go! Alright, for our first hidden gem we had to travel deep into the wilderness way off any paved road. This is not a spot you can just type into Google Maps. We are at Lufuulakari Falls, and let me tell you, the journey to get here was absolutely brutal, but look at this. The sheer power of the water cascading down these massive, tiered rocks is just unbelievable. It's like a scene straight out of a movie, but it's completely real and we have it all to ourselves. There are literally no other tourists here, it's just us, the jungle, and this incredible natural wonder. The reason this place is so off the beaten path is its location. It's hidden away, protected by dense jungle and rough terrain that scares most people away. You have to really want to see it. We had to hire a local guide and use a 4x4 just to get to the starting point of the hike. The air here is so fresh, and the sound is deafening in the best way possible. It's a constant, powerful roar that you can feel in your chest. It's a humbling experience to stand in front of something so massive and untouched by the outside world. Most tourists in the Congo stick to the main cities completely unaware that a paradise like this even exists just a few hours away. The water creates this amazing mist that hangs in the air, creating little rainbows everywhere you look. It's a photographer's dream. We spent hours just exploring the different levels of the falls, each one offering a new, even more spectacular view than the last. This isn't just a waterfall, it's a whole ecosystem, a hidden world that feels ancient and sacred. Standing here, you can understand why places like this remain secret. They are treasures that you have to earn the right to see. The sheer beauty and isolation are what make Lufuulakari Falls so special. It's the perfect start to our adventure, a raw, powerful, and breathtaking introduction to the Congo's hidden side. This is exactly what we came for, and believe me, we are just getting started. The next location is even crazier. Okay, if you thought the waterfall was insane, you need to see this. We've driven for hours to get to a place that looks like it's literally on another planet. This is the Diosso Gorge, and it is one of the most surreal landscapes I have ever laid my eyes on. Forget everything you think you know about jungles in Africa, because this is something else entirely. We're talking about massive, dramatic cliffs of vibrant red earth carved by centuries of erosion. It's like a miniature Grand Canyon, but it's bright red, and surrounded by lush green jungle. The contrast is absolutely mind-blowing. Walking through these canyons feels like you're exploring the surface of Mars. The cliffs tower over you, creating these incredible winding pathways. The local legends here are as wild as the scenery. People say this gorge is a sacred place, a site for important traditional ceremonies. You can feel a certain energy here, a sense of history and mystery that hangs in the air. It's quiet except for the wind whistling through the canyons, and it makes you feel incredibly small in the grand scheme of things. It's both beautiful and a little bit intimidating. What makes the Diosso Gorge a true hidden gem is that while it's known locally, it's almost completely overlooked by international travelers. There are no guardrails, no gift shops, no paved viewing platforms. It is raw, untamed nature at its most dramatic. You can walk right up to the edge of these massive cliffs, which is both terrifying and exhilarating. We sent the drone up, and the footage we got is just out of this world. It shows the sheer scale of this place, a giant red scar cutting through the endless green landscape. This isn't just a cool view, it's an experience that completely messes with your senses. The color of the soil is so intense it almost looks fake. The shapes of the cliffs are so unique, sculpted by wind and rain into bizarre and beautiful formations. Exploring the Diosso Gorge is like stepping into a fantasy novel. It's proof that the most incredible places on Earth are often the ones you have to search the hardest for, and we're not stopping here. Next up, we're heading to a place with some of the rarest wildlife on the entire continent. Get ready for this, because we have now entered one of the most remote and wild places in all of Central Africa. Welcome to Congo-River National Park. This place is on another level of wild. It's a massive protected area that has everything: dense rainforests, sprawling lagoons, and get this, pristine, untouched beaches that stretch for miles along the Atlantic coast. And the craziest part? The wildlife here doesn't just stay in the forest. You can literally see elephants and forest buffalo walking on the sand. It's one of the few places on Earth where the jungle meets the ocean in such a dramatic way. Getting here was an adventure in itself. We had to take a boat through winding mangrove forests, and the whole time you feel like you're going deeper and deeper into a lost world. The biodiversity in Congo-River is off the charts. We're talking about chimpanzees, gorillas, leopards, and hundreds of species of birds. It's a critical habitat for so many endangered animals, and because it's so remote, they can live here relatively undisturbed. We spent a day with the park rangers, who are an incredible team of conservation heroes working tirelessly to protect this place from poaching. The beaches here are the real hidden gem. Forget the crowded beaches you're used to. Here, the only footprints you'll find on the sand are your own, and maybe a gorilla's. We found a spot where sea turtles come to nest, a protected area that is crucial for their survival. We were lucky enough to see a group of hatchlings making their way to the ocean, and it was one of the most magical things I have ever witnessed. It's a powerful reminder of how fragile and beautiful nature is. This park is the definition of untamed. There are no luxury lodges or fancy restaurants. You're completely immersed in nature. We camped near the beach, and the sounds at night were unbelievable. The crashing waves of the ocean on one side and the calls of exotic animals from the jungle on the other. Congo-River isn't just a park. It's a sanctuary, a vital piece of our planet that feels ancient and pure. Experiencing this level of wildness is something that will stay with me forever. Alright guys, we've seen calm and we've seen wild, but now it's time for pure adrenaline-pumping power. We are at Les Rapides du Jouet, just outside the capital city of Brazzaville, and this place is absolutely insane. These aren't just little ripples in the water, these are powerful, churning rapids that roar as they carve their way through the rocky landscape. The force of the Jou River as it rushes towards the mighty Congo River is a spectacle of nature's raw energy. You can actually feel the ground vibrate from the sheer force of the water. What makes these rapids so cool isn't just their power, but their significance to the local people. For people in Brazzaville, this is a popular spot to escape the city, to come and relax, swim in the calmer pools, and just admire the view. On weekends, this place comes alive with families and friends. It's a social hub as much as it is a natural wonder. We saw people expertly navigating the less turbulent parts of the river, showing a respect and understanding for the water that has been passed down through generations. Of course, we couldn't just stand here and watch, we had to get closer to the action. We found a local guide who knew these waters like the back of his hand, and he took us on a boat tour that was both terrifying and absolutely thrilling. He navigated us right up to the edge of the most intense parts of the rapids, where the water was a chaotic mess of white foam. The boat was bucking like a wild animal. It was a crazy experience that gave us a whole new level of respect for the river's power. Les Rapides du Jouet is a hidden gem because it offers this incredible dual experience. On one hand, it's a place of immense untamable natural force. On the other, it's a cherished local spot, a place of community and joy. It's this blend of thrilling adventure and authentic local culture that makes it so unique. It perfectly captures the spirit of the Congo, vibrant, powerful, and full of life. This was a massive adrenaline rush, but our next stop is something completely different, something with a lot of heart. After all that adrenaline, we're shifting gears to something incredibly heartwarming and important. We are at the Chimpunga Chimpanzee Sanctuary, the largest chimpanzee sanctuary in all of Africa. This isn't a zoo. This is a place of hope and rehabilitation. It's run by the Jane Goodall Institute, and it's home to over 150 chimpanzees that have been rescued from the illegal bushmeat and pet trades. These chimps are orphans, and this sanctuary gives them a second chance at life. The work they are doing here is absolutely critical. Walking through the sanctuary is an emotional experience. You get to see the chimpanzees living in massive forested enclosures that mimic their natural habitat. We saw them playing, foraging, and interacting with each other just like they would in the wild. Each chimp has a name and a story, many of them tragic. The caregivers here have incredibly deep bonds with them, acting as surrogate mothers. Seeing that connection up close, the trust and affection between the chimps and the staff, is something truly special. The visitor experience is designed to be educational and non-intrusive. You learn about the threats facing chimpanzees in the wild and the incredible efforts being made to protect them. We got to watch a feeding session, and it was amazing to see their intelligence. They used tools, solved problems, and showed complex social behaviors. It's a powerful reminder that these are sentient beings with rich emotional lives, and they deserve our protection. It's not about entertainment, it's about understanding and conservation. Visiting Chimpunga was more than just seeing animals. It was about supporting a vital mission. Every visitor fee goes directly back into caring for the chimps and funding conservation efforts in the region. This sanctuary is a beacon of hope, showing that with dedication and compassion, we can make a difference and help heal the damage we've done. It was an honor to visit this place and see the incredible work being done to save our closest living relatives. This place is a must-visit for anyone who cares about wildlife. Okay, what I'm about to tell you is going to sound like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. We are now heading to one of the most remote and mysterious places on the entire planet, Lake Tele. This isn't just any lake. It's located in the dead center of a massive unexplored swamp forest. And it's famous for one reason, the legend of the Mokele Mbembe. For those who don't know, that's basically Africa's version of the Loch Ness Monster. A creature described as a living, long-necked dinosaur. People have been searching for it for over a century. Getting to Lake Tele is an expedition of epic proportions. There are no roads, no trails. The only way in is by a multi-day journey in a dugout canoe, navigating through a labyrinth of flooded forests and swamps. The journey itself is the adventure. You are completely isolated from the outside world. It's just you and the sounds of the jungle. The local people who live in this region have passed down stories of the Mokele Mbembe for generations. Whether it's real or not, the legend is a huge part of the local culture and adds an incredible layer of mystery to this place. When you finally emerge from the swamps onto the lake itself, it's a breathtaking sight. Lake Tele is a huge, shallow, circular body of water with dark, tea-colored water. It's eerily calm and silent. You can't help but stare out at the water and wonder what could be lurking beneath the surface. We spent days exploring the lake's shores, talking to local fishermen, and just soaking in the atmosphere of pure mystery. We didn't see any dinosaurs, obviously, but you can see why the legends were born here. It's a place that feels like time forgot it. Aside from the monster legends, Lake Tele is a hotspot for biodiversity. Because it's so inaccessible, the wildlife here is unique and unafraid. We saw rare birds, forest elephants, and troops of monkeys along the shore. The entire ecosystem is pristine and untouched. Lake Tele is the ultimate destination for a true explorer, someone who craves mystery, isolation, and a journey into the unknown. It's one of the last truly wild places left on Earth, and the hunt for its secrets is an adventure in itself. From the dense, mysterious swamps, we now travel to a completely different environment. Welcome to the Lafini Reserve, a stunning landscape of rolling savannas, grasslands, and gallery forests. This place is a huge contrast to the deep jungles we've been exploring. It feels open and vast, and it offers a completely different kind of wildlife experience. Lafini is special because it's one of the few places in the Congo where you can experience a classic African safari, but without any of the crowds you'd find in East or Southern Africa. The main mission of the Lafini Reserve is conservation. It was established to protect a unique ecosystem and has been the site of some incredible reintroduction programs. One of their biggest success stories is the reintroduction of the western lowland gorilla. Gorillas that were rehabilitated at the Chimpunga Sanctuary have been released here to live in the wild. Seeing these magnificent animals thriving in their natural habitat, after everything they've been through, is an incredibly moving and powerful sight. It's conservation in action. Our goal here was to spot some of the reserve's rarest inhabitants. We went on game drives across the savannas and were blown away by what we found. We saw herds of forest buffalo, unique to this region, and numerous species of antelope. The bird life is spectacular, with vibrant colors flashing across the grasslands. The guides here are experts, able to track animals and read the signs of the bush. Their knowledge and passion for the wildlife is infectious and makes the experience so much richer. What makes Lafini a hidden gem is its tranquility and the unique opportunity it provides. You can drive for hours and not see another vehicle. It's just you, the vast landscape, and the animals. It's a peaceful, almost meditative experience. The reserve is a testament to the Congo's commitment to preserving its natural heritage, showcasing a different side of its incredible biodiversity. It's a place of hope, recovery, and stunning natural beauty, proving that the Congo's wild treasures come in all shapes and sizes. We are back on the coast, but this time we're exploring a stretch of shoreline that most visitors to the Congo's main port city, Pointe-Noire, completely miss. This is the Côte Sauvage, which literally translates to the wild coast, and it lives up to its name in every single way. While Pointe-Noire has its popular city beaches, if you travel just a little way down the coast, you find this: miles and miles of rugged, windswept, and almost completely empty beaches. This is the Atlantic Ocean at its most raw and powerful. The scenery along the Côte Sauvage is dramatic and constantly changing. You have huge waves crashing against rocky outcrops, creating spectacular sea spray. Then, just around a bend, you'll find a perfectly calm, secluded cove with golden sand. It's a coastline of contrasts. We spent the day just driving and walking along it, discovering one incredible spot after another. We found old shipwrecks being claimed by the sea, and small fishing villages where life moves at a much slower, more traditional pace. This coastline is a paradise for anyone looking to escape and find some solitude. You can walk for miles, and the only company you'll have are the seabirds and the occasional fisherman casting a net from the shore. The sunsets here are absolutely legendary. We watch the sun dip below the horizon, painting the entire sky in fiery shades of orange, pink, and purple. With the sound of the powerful waves as a soundtrack, it was a truly unforgettable moment. It's a kind of peace and beauty that you just can't find in a busy city. The Côte Sauvage is a hidden gem hiding in plain sight. It's so close to a major city, yet it feels like a world away. It's for the traveler who wants to see the untamed side of the coast, who appreciates raw natural beauty over resort amenities. It's a reminder that even near urban centers, there are still wild places waiting to be explored. This wild coast was the perfect place to recharge before we head inland for our next adventure, this time along a beautiful river. For our second to last hidden gem, we're diving deep into the heart of the country to explore the Buenza River. This isn't one of the Congo's giant famous rivers. It's a smaller, more intimate waterway that winds its way through some of the most beautiful landscapes in the region. The Buenza is the lifeblood for the communities that live along its banks. Exploring this river is about more than just seeing pretty scenery. It's about connecting with the local culture and seeing a side of daily life in the Congo that most outsiders never witness. We hired a local pirogue, a traditional dugout canoe, and spent the day slowly making our way down the river. The pace is slow, allowing you to absorb everything around you. The banks are lined with lush vegetation, and every now and then you pass by a small village where life revolves around the river. We saw people fishing, washing clothes, and kids playing in the water. Everyone we passed greeted us with huge smiles and waves. The warmth and friendliness of the people were incredible. The scenic beauty of the Buenza River is understated but captivating. It's not about massive waterfalls or dramatic canyons, it's about the peaceful winding journey through the green heartland of the country. The water is calm, reflecting the sky and the dense foliage like a mirror. It's incredibly peaceful. At one point, our guide started singing a local song and his voice echoed across the water. It was a simple, beautiful moment that perfectly captured the spirit of this place. The Buenza River represents the soul of rural Congo. It's a place where nature and humanity coexist in a gentle rhythm. It's a hidden gem not because it's dramatic or extreme, but because of its authenticity. It offers a genuine, peaceful, and heartwarming glimpse into the real Congo, far from the hustle of the cities and the typical tourist trail. This journey was a beautiful reminder that sometimes the most memorable adventures are the quietest ones. Now, for our final stop, we're heading up for the best view in the entire country. We have reached our 10th and final hidden gem, and for this one, we are going up. We've hiked to the summit of Mount Fuari, and the payoff is one of the most incredible views I have ever seen in my life. From up here, you get a breathtaking panoramic view that stretches for miles and miles in every direction. You can see the rolling hills, the vast savannas of the Lafini Reserve we visited earlier, and the blue line of the Congo River in the distance. It feels like you're on top of the world. The hike to the top isn't too difficult, which makes Mount Fuari an accessible adventure for most people. But despite that, it remains largely off the tourist radar. As we climbed, the landscape changed around us, from grassy plains to rocky paths. Reaching the summit gives you this incredible sense of accomplishment. The air is clear, the wind is blowing, and you have this massive, sweeping vista all to yourself. It's the perfect place to sit and reflect on the incredible journey we've been on. From this vantage point, you can truly appreciate the scale and diversity of the Congolese landscape. You can see the patchwork of different ecosystems, forests, savannas, and wetlands, all laid out before you like a map. It puts everything into perspective. It shows you just how vast and beautiful this country is. We sent the drone up one last time to capture the epic scale of this view, and the footage is absolutely insane. It's the perfect, epic conclusion to our exploration of the Congo's hidden treasures. This journey has been one for the books. We've seen and done things I will never forget, from secret waterfalls to dinosaur lakes. And now I have a challenge for you guys, the legends who watched until the very end. Look at these 10 incredible places. Which of these hidden gems would you visit first? And for our quiz question, what animal is the Chimpunga Sanctuary famous for protecting? Drop your answers in the comments below. I want to see who was paying attention. And that is a wrap on our insane adventure through the 10 biggest hidden gems in the Republic of the Congo. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this wild ride. It was an honor to share these incredible, lesser-known places with you. From the power of Lufulakari Falls to the mystery of Lake Tele and the heart of the Chimpunga Sanctuary, this country completely blew my mind. And I hope it inspired you to look beyond the ordinary and seek out your own adventures. This was one of the most challenging but rewarding videos we have ever made. Don't forget to drop your answers to the quiz and let me know which of these 10 spots you'd want to visit most in the comments below. I'll be reading through and replying to as many as I can. Your engagement means the world to me and helps the channel more than you know. Seriously, every single like, comment, and share makes a huge difference and allows us to go on even crazier adventures like this one. So if you had a good time, please show some love. If you're new here and you enjoyed this insane journey, please smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next crazy video we have planned. We are always pushing the limits to bring you content you won't find anywhere else. Thank you again for watching, thank you for being the best community on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video.